bitch. Why am I out of breath? I feel like there was something else I wanted to say in my intro, and I can't think of it. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I filmed this skull look. I think it came out really good, and I tried to make it easier for you guys to follow because I know a lot of the tutorials on the internet can be a little bit hard to actually follow. So yeah, if you want to see more Halloween looks, hit the thumbs up and let me know in the comments down below. That way I can get those filmed for you guys. This is actually my second time filming this. The first time it just didn't come out that good, so that's why this video is kind of coming up later than what I said. So I'm sorry if you guys have been waiting on it, but here it is. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. It is October, Halloween is coming. I'm so excited. So today I am doing my best attempt to a skull look. So oh my goodness, I never filmed this early, so I'm so sorry if the lighting is like off or if you hear them mowing the grass. They always mow really early. I swear they mow like 2 or 3 times a week. But jumping straight into the look, so far all I've done is my brows and my base, and I just did that how I normally would. If you are curious on how I do my brows, I will link my brow routine in one of the corners and down below. And for foundation and concealer, today I used the CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir Foundation in the shade Buff Beige and my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Porcelain. So that's basically all I've done so far for my base. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to setting. So we're gonna go in with some Cody air-spun, and mine's in the shade Translucent. This coffee has me freaking wired. And I'm gonna go, dude, seriously, I went a little heavy with the powder under the eyes. Who am I kidding? I'm gonna go heavy with it everywhere because that's just what I do. But I'm gonna leave it everywhere I put it because I want my whole face to pretty much bake, aside from the parts that I'm gonna be contouring. All right, so this is the point where we're gonna look crazy for like the next few minutes. The first thing we're gonna do is dip into the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. So the first thing we're gonna do is dip into the shade right here, and we're gonna use this in the creases as a transition. I'm going to start by stamping this in the crease, and then we'll go in and do light blending motions. I'm gonna do this powder a little bit heavier on this outer corner because I don't want it to go out too far. I'm really focusing on this inner corner and trying to really build this up because we want a shadow there. Going back into the Jaclyn Hill palette, we're gonna go ahead and dip into this black shade right down here with a flat shadow brush. And we're gonna start packing this shadow on to the lid. I'm just bringing it into the crease by using a stamping motion, and then we're going to go in and do swiping motions back and forth to help blend it. I'm going to go in with this Morphe M513 brush, and it already has a little bit of that black shadow on it, and so I'm just going to go in and blend. And from here, really all I'm going to do is just go back and forth between building up the black and blending it out. I'm not going to insert all the clips of me going back and forth and all of that jazz. So if you need a more in-depth tutorial of how to do a black smoky eye, I'll find a good one and I'll leave it in the description box. All right, so we're going to stop here on the eyes, and we're going to go ahead and move on to the contouring. So we're going to go back into the Jaclyn Hill palette, and we're going to go into the same shade that we used in the crease, and I'm going to take this on I'm going to take it on this brush right here. It's a nice domed shaped fluffy brush, and so we're just going to go ahead and start carving out the cheeks. Bro, this foundation might have been a really bad choice to blend stuff out on top of without setting. Alright, so this is actually my third time doing this look, and today I decided to switch the foundation just because I don't like the other foundation I was using. I was just using it because it was a lighter shade. But this is not blending on top of this foundation at all since it hasn't been set. So I'm going to completely erase my foundation, and I'm going to leave my eyes on, and then I'm just going to go back in and reapply my foundation. I went ahead and did the same exact thing that I just walked you guys through. Now I'm just going in and lightly setting the part where we are going to be contouring. That way we can blend on top of it, because I did still want to use that same foundation. And I went ahead and covered my lips as well and powdered those as well. You really want to hydrate before you start doing this look, because it's gonna get really powdery. So now we're just gonna go back into the shade and start shaping our contour. So again, starting really high up and hugging that cheekbone and almost like meeting the corner of your nose with it. And then we're gonna come straight down to the corner of the lip. This is just going to outline where we're gonna go in with that dark shadow. That way we get a general idea, and so we're not making any mistakes. We're gonna take this up here on the forehead, and I'm just gonna do a stamping motion to lay down that shadow, and this is going to create a shadow up here. And then taking that shadow again, we're going to do some shadows below the mouth. So I'm just gonna go straight from the corner of my lip straight down. And then I'm even gonna take this under the chin and create a shadow under there, as well as under the jawbone. Now we kind of have our shading done, and this is gonna give us a general idea of where the lighter places of our face are gonna be versus the darker, more warmer parts. So from here, we're gonna go in with a dark brown, almost black. We're gonna go into this shade right here in the Jaclyn Hill palette. I'm gonna take this, what is this? This contour brush by Real Techniques, and we're just gonna dip into that shade. And we're just gonna slowly start building with a really light hand, and basically just follow the lash shadow that we laid down. Hugging the cheekbone and coming straight down to the corner of the lid. So we're just gonna go in and continue to do that and follow the rest of the lines that we've already made on our face. Down here, I'm gonna go in a little bit lighter because I don't want it to be like as defined as the contour. Oh, I think I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't wanna go too heavy. Yeah, and then even on the forehead, I'm gonna go really light because you don't want it to look like muddy and like, you know, you still want it to be a little cute. Now I'm gonna go ahead and go into the black shade, and we're gonna do the same thing. So I'm gonna go in with an even lighter hand and continue to further shape everything out. And then just lightly creating that shadow going down the chin. All right, so I do wanna go in and blend. So I'm thinking that I'm gonna go ahead and take this brush again. I'm not gonna add any extra product, and I'm gonna try to blend this downward just to create a little bit of a shadow below it, because I think it just makes it look better. So I've blended that downward a little bit. Now I'm gonna go in with a clean brush, and this is just like an angled blush or contour brush, whatever you wanna use it as. And I'm just gonna blend the top of this out so that it doesn't look so harsh. Taking this domed brush, I'm gonna dip back into this shade right here in the palette, and I'm going to lightly go over all the shading we did. And again, this is just to kind of blend all the shadows and stuff together. I'm gonna go back in with the Real Techniques contour brush, and I'm not gonna add any more product, but I am gonna go in and do circular motions to kind of blend this out just a little bit more. And then I'm just gonna start blending this into my lip. And then I'm just taking a little bit of what's left on this on my forehead, and then a little bit underneath my jawline, really, really lightly. I'm just gonna go back in with that clean brush and go over this one last time. Yeah, so from here I'm gonna go ahead and work on my lower lash line. Actually, let me go ahead and dust away this extra powder first. I'm gonna go ahead and take that same Wet n Wild brush that we've been using on the lid, and I'm gonna dip back into that black shade, but I'm gonna dip into it at a point. And I'm just gonna go in and smoke out the lower lash line. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to contour now. So I'm gonna go back into the Jaclyn Hill palette, back into the brown shade that we've been dipping into. I'm gonna take this onto another Wet n Wild blending brush or eyeshadow brush, and so we're just gonna dip into this and do our contour like we normally would, but it's gonna be a little bit more harsh. And now taking the same brush, I'm gonna dip into this black with a really light hand, and I'm going to kind of feather it up and blend it with that brown shade. I'm not going to take it all the way up, and then I'm just going to start creating kind of a slant on either side and start filling in the point of the nose. And then just slowly taking this up just a little bit higher. To kind of finish off the eyes, I'm gonna go ahead and pop some white liner in my waterline. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and move on to the lips. This is a liquid liner that I got from a beauty supply. I paid $1 for it. I can't tell you what it is because it's completely wiped off. So I'm just gonna start by making a cut down the center of my lip, and then that's gonna be my guideline for the layout of the teeth. And once I get to the outer portion of the lip, I am gonna kind of like bring it up. That way it kind of blends in with our contour that we have going on. Go ahead and take a new blending brush. We're just going to take this one that we have the brown shadow on, and we're going to dip a little bit into that black shadow, and we're going to take this in the front of the brow and just kind of do circular motions upward, and just do circular motions again. And this is just a nice detail to the look. Now our lips should be dry, so we're just gonna go ahead and go in with the same jumbo eye crayon by LA Colors, and this is in the shade Seashells, I believe. Yeah, Seashells. And we're just gonna take this and basically give our teeth some color. So I'm gonna go a lot heavier where the base of the tooth is, and then feather it out towards the root. I'm just going to take the same little eyeshadow brush that we used on the lid for the black, and I'm just going to dab this right where the end of the teeth are. And that is it for the mouth. I'm going to go ahead and pop on some lashes, and I'll be right back. I'm ugly. All right, so one last touch, and this is optional as well. I just think that it kind of highlights the eyes. It makes it look a little bit better, and you could go in with like highlight and do all that stuff, but I'm not. I'm gonna go into the Cara Beauty ES2 palette, and I'm gonna go into this white matte shade right here in the corner, and I'm gonna take that on a small e.l.f. concealer brush and put this in my inner corner to kind of serve as a highlight. So this is the completed look. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that it was easy for you guys to follow. If you do decide to recreate this look, I'm gonna put my Instagram name right here. That way you can tag me in it so that I can come see, you know, what y'all's looks is looking like. It is a little bit time consuming. This is my third time doing it, so definitely just take your time and have fun with it. Be sure to subscribe before you leave. If you want more Halloween videos, okay. If you want more Halloween videos, leave a thumbs up and a comment down below of what you guys want to see. Any video suggestions that you bro, I cannot talk today. Any video suggestions that you guys have, leave them down below, and I'll be happy to film those for you. So I think that's about it. Don't forget to turn on post notifications, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye!